Hello.
Hello.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
good morning.
Yes, and welcome to Native Camp.
hmm
And by the way, can you see and hear me well?
Yes, I can.
Oh, thank you so much. And by the way, my name is Teacher B. What is your name?
My name is Koki. Yeah, so please call me
Mm,
Koki.
Koki.
Yeah.
Okay, so nice to meet you,
Yeah, nice to
Koki.
meet you. B.
Yeah, I like your voice.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Yeah, your voice like you're a DJ.
DJ, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I use this microphone, which is a little
Ah,
bit pricey
I
compared
see.
to yeah headset or
Ah, yeah.
mm,
But this microphone can reduce the noise background.
yeah, this microphone has the ability to catch only the only one only catch voices only from one direction. So yeah, so this microphone
Wow.
doesn't catch the noises from
Yeah,
yeah backside.
surrounding.
Yeah.
Wow, I really like because my microphone, I mean my headphone
Uh,
still yeah adapt some uh noise background.
uh-huh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Sometimes my student asks, "Oh, do you have chicken and do you have dog?" Yeah, but maybe I want to try that. But I think yeah, as what you said, it's price. Yeah, I think very a
Well,
little bit
not
expensive.
so pricey.
Mm.
It goes about $100.
Oh, wow, $100 in the Philippines. If I convert it, a little bit expensive.
Yeah, it really is expensive in Japan as well, but yeah, not
Yeah,
so yeah too expensive.
I
Too
see.
expensive. Not to invest.
Exactly. But I thought you were a streamer because usually I watch on TikTok, streamer use this kind of microphone. Okay, but anyway, Koki, today it's Sunday, so
Yeah.
do you have a plan to go out after this class?
I don't have any specific plans for today. Yeah, but I may be go eating ramen.
Oh,
Yeah,
and who with? By yourself?
by myself. Yeah, alone.
I see. Okay.
Big
But
bottle,
anyway,
big bottle you have.
yes, yes. I think I need because you know what, in my country, it's I think summer is coming, so
Uh-huh.
very hot, so I need to drink more
Ah,
water to avoid dehydrated.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, Cookie, thank you so much to take my class. And by the way, this is our first lesson. Are you
Yes.
ready now?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's start. So today we are going to study the daily news in this lesson, and the title is The University of Tokyo opens doors to US students. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this time let's have the words and phrases and let's learn some of the words that are used in the article.
Mm-hmm.
So let's have the first word. It is halt.
Halt.
Yes, it is a noun, stop or pause in movement or activity.
Mm,
Please read the sample sentence.
okay. The factory came to a halt during the power outage.
Yes. Okay, so let's have the next word. It is invasion.
Invasion.
Yes, it is a noun on occasions when an army enters a country by force.
Mhm. Oh, the movie shows an alien invasion of Earth.
Okay. Now let's have the next word. It is cer- certificate.
Certificate.
Yes, it is a noun, a qualifications that you receive when you are successful in an examinations or have done a course of training.
Mhm. She received a certificate for completing the training program.
Okay. Next word is executive.
Executive.
Yes, it is a noun, a person who has an important job as a manager.
The executive made a speech at the annual company meeting.
Okay, and for the last word, circumstance.
Circumstance.
Yes, it is a noun, a fact or event that makes a situation the way it is.
Under no circumstance should you reveal that information.
Okay. So by the way, Koki, do you have any questions about the words and phrases?
So far so good. Thank you.
No questions. You're welcome. Okay, so this time, let's move on to the listening focus. But before that, let's check first the questions that you will have to answer later. So
Mhm.
please look at the question as I read them. Number one, what did the University of Tokyo decide to do after the US policy change? Again, what did the University of Tokyo decide to do after the US policy change? Then, for the second question, what kind of support did the University of Tokyo give to Ukrainian students in 2022? Again, what kinds of supports did the University of Tokyo give to Ukrainian students in 2022? And for the last question, what does the University of Tokyo wants to help students continue their education? Again, what does the University of Tokyo want to help students continue their education? Okay, so this time let's listen to the article. But anyway, Koki, which do you prefer? Is it US or UK?
US, please.
US. Okay.
The University of Tokyo opens doors to U.S. students. In response to changes in international student policy in the U.S., the University of Tokyo has decided to support affected students. This decision follows a temporary legal halt to a policy by the Trump administration that sought to block foreign students. The University of Tokyo may accept students from Harvard University, which has been impacted by this issue. This move highlights international cooperation in higher education. The University of Tokyo has previously offered support to students during times of crisis. In 2022, it accepted approximately 20 students from Ukraine who had been displaced by the Russian invasion. These students were allowed to attend classes without receiving academic credit. The university also provided them with certificates of participation. Now, similar support may be extended again. Students who are unable to continue their studies in the US may be allowed to attend classes in Japan. They could receive official certificates, which might later be recognized for credit. An executive of the University of Tokyo explained the concept in a national newspaper. She stated that learning should not be stopped by borders. The university aims to help students continue their education during difficult circumstances. The school shows how global education can adapt during political changes.
Okay, so by the way, Koki, is everything clear? Or do you want
Please
to listen one more
let me listen again, please.
time? Okay, so let's start.
The University of Tokyo opens doors to U.S. students. In response to changes in international student policy in the U.S., the University of Tokyo has decided to support affected students. This decision follows a temporary legal halt to a policy by the Trump administration that sought to block foreign students. The University of Tokyo may accept students from Harvard University, which has been impacted by this issue. This move highlights international cooperation in higher education. The University of Tokyo has previously offered support to students during times of crisis. In 2022, it accepted approximately 20 students from Ukraine who had been displaced by the Russian invasion. These students were allowed to attend classes without receiving academic credit. The university also provided them with certificates of participation. Now, similar support may be extended again. Students who are unable to continue their studies in the US may be allowed to attend classes in Japan. They could receive official certificates, which might later be recognized for credit. An executive of the University of Tokyo explained the concept in a national newspaper. She stated that learning should not be stopped by borders. The university aims to help students continue their education during difficult circumstances. The school shows how global education can adapt during political changes.
Mm.
Okay, so by the way, Koki, is everything clear now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now let's move on to answer the question. So number one, what did the University of Tokyo decide to do after the U.S. policy change?
The University of Tokyo has decided to support affected students affected by the changes in international students policy in the U.S.
Yes, that is correct. Okay, next question number two. What kind of support did the University of Tokyo give to Ukrainian students in 2022?
In 2022, the University of Tokyo accepted 20 students from Ukraine and allowed them to attend classes without receiving academic credit.
Yes,
Yeah.
that yeah, and also the university also provided
Mm,
them with certificates of participation.
mhm.
Okay, and for the last question, why does the University of Tokyo wants to help students continue their education?
Since an executive of the University of Tokyo uh, thinks learning should not be stopped by borders.
Yes, that is correct. Okay, thank you so much, Koki. And by the way, do you have any questions or clarifications so far?
Mm, I don't have any questions so far. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so this time we already done to answer the questions and
Mm-hmm.
let's move on to read out. Please
Yes.
read out the
Okay.
article.
The University of Tokyo opens doors to U.S. students. In response to changes in international students policy in the U.S., the University of Tokyo has decided to support affected students. This decision follows a temporary legal halt to a policy by the Trump administration that sought to block foreign students. The University of Tokyo may accept students from Harvard University, which has been impacted by this issue. This move highlights international cooperation in higher education. The University of Tokyo has previously offered support to students during times of crisis. In 2022, it accepted approximately 20 students from Ukraine who had been displaced by the Russian invasion. These students were allowed to attend classes without receiving academic credit. The university also provided them with certificates of participation. Now, similar support may be extended again. Students who are unable to continue their studies in the US may be allowed to attend classes in Japan. And they could receive official certificates which might later be recognized for credit. An executive of the University of Tokyo explained the concept in a national newspaper. She stated that learning should not be stopped by borders. The university aims to help students continue their education during difficult circumstances. This, the school shows how global education can adapt during political changes.
Okay, thank you so much, Koki. You know what? I really impressed because as what I observe, the way you read and also the way you pronounce word by words, I don't see anything mistake.
Mm,
Everything is clear and
thank you.
good.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
you're
you.
welcome. Okay, but anyway, before we proceed to discussion part, do you have any questions about the reading sections?
Nothing. Yeah, so let's move on to the next part.
Okay, so let's move on to discussion and let's start number one. Okay, so do you think helping students from other countries is important? Why or why not?
Yes, I do. I think helping students from other countries is very important to, yeah, thrive. Thrive because so the students from overseas uh,
Yes.
bring unique perspective, which is a little bit different from Japanese students
Yeah.
because they have grown up uh, in other countries, so they can find the gap between Japanese cultures and their own cultures, and so the difference. From Japanese perspective, if we can communicate with those students coming from other countries, we can recognize the difference actually. Uh, so in person, so yeah, that makes experiences and that uh, recognition makes Japan more stable and more
Yeah.
strong in global market. So and so if we can help students, especially very clever, very smart
Yeah.
students from overseas, I'm sorry, so they can help the local Japanese companies
Yeah.
to be competitive in the global market, and that contributes to Japan's growth in the future.
Exactly.
Mm.
So by the way, Koki, it means if foreign people study in your country, after they receive the like certificate or something, they can work in your company. I mean, they can work in your
Mm.
country.
Uh, I think that is a yes.
Ah,
But it depends on the, yeah, of course, depends on the visa they
yeah,
have.
yeah,
So, but if I think uh, globally speaking, one person, if one student studies at local university, so
yeah.
yeah, the person can acquire the working visa for that country. I think.
Mm, I see. But in your country, in is it easy to be a Japanese citizens? Like for example, if I go to your country and I want to live forever, is it easy?
Uh, I think it is a little bit difficult,
Yeah,
more difficult than other countries, but not so difficult.
yeah,
Not more difficult than, yeah, US.
yeah. It maybe it depends if Filipino get married, the Japanese
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Of course.
maybe it easy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. But I really surprised in your country
Mm-hmm.
because your populations is decreasing,
Yes.
but yeah, but the number of immigrant and also tourists is increasing, right?
Yes. So Japan is becoming international company. So yeah,
Exactly.
and so Japanese government should lower the criterion of becoming Japanese citizens.
Yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, Koki, can I ask you if you don't
Mm-hmm,
mind,
mm-hmm.
which part of Japan did you live?
I live in Tokyo.
Ah, so did you go before to Tokyo University or other
Uh,
school?
yes. I visited Tokyo University
Ah,
of Tokyo once to
yeah.
participate in the exhibition of the university
Ah,
to when
yeah.
I was high school student. So
Ah, yes.
to select the university to take exam. So yeah, I I at the time I attended that event.
Yeah. But anyway, Koki, what do you call that? Tokyo University, is it a private school or public?
It is public.
Ah, but entering Tokyo University is a little bit difficult, right?
Very difficult.
Yeah, because I think Tokyo University is top one in
Yes, top
Japan,
one.
right?
Yeah, that is
Yeah. Then
smartest.
second is
Kyoto,
just
Kyoto.
Kyoto.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
third is Osaka or no?
I'm not sure third
Yeah,
place, but Waseda University and Keio University, which are the private university, or yeah,
uh,
mm, so you know, how can I say positions, top
I see.
upper positions. So
Uh,
yeah, it is difficult to say which one
yeah,
is yeah
it's top.
better than others. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, but anyway, thank you so much. Now this time, let's move on to the second question. So,
Okay.
is it better to study in a new place when facing difficulties? Please support your answer.
Mm, yes. As long as uh, the person,
Yeah,
as long as so personally speaking, so as long as the situation is not so severe and uh, my my hometown is completely safe. Uh, yeah, so studying in different places is
yes,
one way to keep learning and continue to study. So, hmm, yeah.
yes. Okay, thank you so much for sharing about that. Yes. Okay, so now let's have the next question, number three. So, have you studied with people from other countries? If not, would you enjoy that? Please share your thoughts.
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Like I said, so I no, I didn't say. So I I graduated from the University of Waseda University, which is private university and welcoming mm, exchange students from other countries.
yeah.
So while my staying that university, I had I had a exchange student from China, and to
Mm,
communicate with her, I
yes.
have to use English, and so that was my first time to use English in my daily life, and I have
Yes.
to, so have to situation. So yeah, that was very, how can I say, new, that experience gave me the completely new experience, and that broadened my view to
Yes.
my life. So yeah, and so I learned. I taught the Japanese cultures and some procedures. Uh, uh, procedures she has she had to do um, in English, and I learned from the culture. I learned cultures by her. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was very how can I say interesting and exciting. I
Mm,
really enjoyed that time.
exactly. Okay, thank you so much. But by the way, Koki, have you experienced to study abroad?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Oh,
where?
it was in the UK,
UK.
and so just 1 month.
Just only one
Just
month.
only
Is it
1 month.
exchange student?
Exchange, not exchange student. That is uh, personal
I see.
studying abroad, and I went to the language school.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, but anyway, Cookie, thank you so much for sharing about that. And by the way, after this class, what are you going to do?
uh, Playing a game.
Games. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah,
See you
thank
next
you. Yeah, see you
time.
next time.